Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4 of my Turbo Discovery Challenge. This episode is really more of an update rather than a showcase of my testing because my testing for this episode was boring as hell. I got to have fun spending a few hours testing fuel economy, and I also just waited a few days for the votes to come in for the best looking cars. As I explain my testing methods, you guys will get to see some lovely angles of the top 5 winners for the looks category. For the fuel economy, my test method was to take each car and get it up to 60 miles per hour on the endless highway map. I would then set the cruise control to 60 miles per hour, of course. Then, after 2 minutes of driving, I would look and see what the fuel level was at the beginning of the 2 minutes and then at the end of the 2 minutes, and then using all of these numbers I was able to calculate the miles per gallon. I have to admit though, because I only drove for 2 minutes, the miles per gallon ratings weren't super accurate. And so what I mean by that is that like a car that should have gotten 19.7 might have ended up with 20, and then a car that should have gotten 20.27 might have ended up with 20 as well. So a lot of the cars have the same amount of miles per gallon. And so there ended up being lots of tied amounts of points. Next time I'll probably try doing something different, but for this time around I think it's good enough. And the scores are still good representations of how good you are compared to the other contestants. As for the looks category, we had a survey that everyone was invited to come take. You were not allowed to vote for your own car, and you were asked to vote for your top 3 favorites. Your number 1 favorite gave that person 3 points, your second favorite would give that person 2 points, and your third favorite got that person 1 point. I took all of those numbers, added them together, and I figured out who had the best looking cars. So congratulations to the Comac XTR, the Sunshine GTI, the Altair TI5, the TS180, and the Bandit Turbo RX for being our top 5 beauty winners. Here you guys can see the scores ordered by the top looks. The Comac XTR actually beat the rest of the cars by a fair bit, and then after that things were a lot closer together. And then here's the graph in order by best fuel economy, and you guys can kind of see what I mean about how it's almost like brackets. A lot of people have the same numbers, but of course you can still get a decent idea of what your actual MPG would be. And here's our current updated scores. We have the TS180 in first place, followed by the Venom Turbo and then the Tarshish. Despite being so far into the championship, there is certainly no clear winner yet. I'd say anyone in the top 10 or so still has a good chance of taking first place. After this rather boring test section, I think next we're going to do the crash testing. I think I'll have every car just do a simple crash straight on into a wall and see what the damage is like after that. And then I was also thinking I'd have each car parked and then the cars get T-boned by like a semi-truck doing 60 miles per hour or however much. Should make for a pretty entertaining test, and I think it'll be pretty fun to see how all the cars get mangled up. Maybe we can smash the most beautiful cars first. That would be ironic. Well, anyways, I hope you guys continue to enjoy the championship, and I will see you in a little while on episode 5.
Let's go.